It's the NFL on EA Sports, and there's no love lost between these NFC West foes. It's the Seattle Seahawks and the Arizona Cardinals. All that and more coming up next.
We find ourselves at the home of the world's first retractable natural grass field as you get a look inside State Farm Stadium in Glendale. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one, as it'll be the Seattle Seahawks taking on the Arizona Cardinals. Brandon Gaudin with Charles Davis. CD, big changes underfoot here in the desert for 2023. Most notably, new coaching staff. But I guess change seems inevitable when you come off a 4-13 season, does it not?
Absolutely. I think you're perfectly on track with that. And I think some of the change is going to be on offense where they were a little more wide open. But now, a bit more buttoned up, I would anticipate. And on defense, head coach, that's his background. I think he's going to throw a lot of different things at teams, trying to keep his team in contention.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Seahawks, most of the pundits, yourself included, Charles, gave their draft class high marks. And that comes after a year where they struck gold in the 5th round with Tariq Woolen.
And they also struck gold in the offensive line, getting brand new tackles at left and right. Struck gold with a running back who was a big-time runner as a rookie. Yeah, there's something to be said about building through the draft.
Here's the kicker, Jason Myers, to get this one started. And we are underway here on EA Sports. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. The Cardinals offense set to take over for the first time, and they are piloted by their 5th-year quarterback, two-time Pro Bowler as well, Kyler Murray.
Drafted with the idea that he'd be one of the most dangerous quarterbacks in the NFL when he put it all together. We've been seeing that progress throughout his career. This guy's legs, we knew they were phenomenal. Arm, top-notch. But now we're seeing his mind come into the game. Reed's defense is better and better each and every week, and is showing patience as a passer as well. Not as eager to exit the pocket, finding guys downfield for bigger plays.
So 8 yards on the completion there, and they'll be left with 2nd and a couple. Moore, the motion man. Now the veteran workhorse. Here's James Conner. And it's a good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. That good for 19 and a first down. After he cleared the line of scrimmage, nice little hole developed.
Yeah, great blocking right there at the start. But how about his vision, finding the open spaces and letting his feet carry him to him?
Right back to Conner here on first. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line. One of the best of the last decade or so, Bobby Wagner in to bring him down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Here's Murray from midfield. Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Darrell Taylor got in there to drop him. But you know it's never easy to get Kyler Murray down to the ground, and to do it with a sack on their first drive, what a great tone setter defensively.
Oh, and no one's celebrating more than the defensive coordinator, because that's all he's preached all week long. Keep him hemmed in. Don't let him get into the open field and create big plays with his feet. To get him down in the pocket early, that's got to feel great for them.
They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
So the Seahawks ready to take over on offense, and it is a first-time Pro Bowler who leads them out, Charles, in his 11th year now, Geno Smith.
I still remember back in 2013 when he was drafted out of West Virginia. He was coming off of back-to-back 4,000-yard seasons for the Mountaineers. Hadn't seen as much game time in recent years, but at one point, a capable starter in the NFL.
Now Geno on first down. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Well, they obviously read man coverage their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender, made him
What do you mean by that, Burko?
Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield, and then he curls back inside for the completion.
And Smith's throw into the hands of Lockett. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
Now it's Smith off the bootleg. This is Fant on the short completion. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
From the 50, it's Smith. They'll lock it with a grab over the middle. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. The Seahawks moving pretty well through the air. Another first down. Heck of a start for them here, Charles, on this opening drive, and they're doing it all through the air. That's 4 snaps and 4 passes so far.
I do think that there's an argument, Brandon, to maybe mix in a running play or two, but the way that these offenses are constructed, you can get that done with swing passes and checkdowns. The way they're throwing it, I'd keep pressing it downfield.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
They are such a talented team at defending the perimeter and taking away throws to the outside. Great confidence, great skill.
Smith, an incomplete pass on first down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Geno. He finds Smith and Jigba. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals 16. A solid gain of 15 yards and the sticks move. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Smith. Lockett in the end zone. Touchdown, Seattle. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Seahawks get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
Myers connects on the PAT, and it's now a 7-0 game. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And a touchback as Dortch elects not to return it. So the Cardinals offense back onto the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. The defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. Throwing on first down is Murray. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down. Maybe just a lack of concentration there as he couldn't haul it in.
And when you're going across the middle like that, you know, he's running that drag route, you are conscious of all the bodies and the traffic in there. But let's face it, if you're going there, you might as well come down with the football and absorb whatever else happens after that.
Murray going to throw. And his throw here is incomplete.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. Murray now to throw. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. And that sack, it goes to Boye Mafe.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
Step up right there. Blake Gillikin on to punt now on 4th down. They'll look to set up his blockers. It'll be a 48-yard punt. 5 there on the return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their second drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. That'd be ideal.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, give them credit for trying, but there's no fooling the defense with that call. They were reading run, and they set up to stop the run and then executed.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. To throw on 2nd down is Smith. Over the middle, finding Smith and Jigba. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a 1st down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
Walker now on 1st and 10. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
2nd and 6. Now a play fake, and it's Smith. Throw out wide is incomplete. He was trying to find Noah Fant, the tight end, and it'll bring up 3rd down. Out of the gun, Smith. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the 1st down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. Maybe anticipating a blitz, and they jumped.
Yeah, and if we saw it, you know that they saw it. The bad guys might have been coming on that play. Had to pick them up, and they jumped.
Now Smith. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
What I loved about meeting with these coaches before the game is we didn't even have to ask any questions. They told us that they were going to be aggressive and push the ball downfield. They weren't successful on that play, but look for them to try it again later.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. A shotgun snap for Smith. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down.
Yeah, some real defensive resistance there, saying not so fast to a good drive. They had marched to the end zone the last time out.
Now a tough spot for Geno Smith and company after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Now Geno. Setting up the screen here. This is Walker. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down.
I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there, take the hit, and successfully complete the screen pass. Really well done.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. That'll be out of bounds, and how good was that? They'll say the 3-yard line. That's where they spot it. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. And they will start this drive with just terrible field position, backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold here and take shots, right? Sometimes you go max protection, make it a one-receiver route, and take your shot downfield and see what happens. And occasionally, we've seen success occur. Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
On 2nd down, Connor looking for space. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. They were looking for a cushion from that end zone. He gave it to him. 15 big yards. 3-4 defense, and that O-line really dominated the D-line on that play.
And think of it this way. With a 3-4, you have a natural bubble over each guard because those guys don't have defenders over them. Oftentimes, if you want to run up the middle, they can get upfield and get on the linebackers right now, and that gives the running back a heck of a chance to get into the secondary.
Now a nice play defensively on 1st down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
When we start looking for big-time corners, we're going to start with athleticism, but without technique, you're not going to make plays as one we just saw there.
2nd and 10. Now Murray off play action. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
That was not a real confident throw right there, and he's just 2 of 7 to start the game. Now he's going to have to find a groove with a big 3rd down coming up. Let's see if his confidence can increase.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Throwing now is Murray. And he will be hit from behind and run over. Wow. Darrell Taylor, now 2 sacks for him already here in this first quarter of play. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. 51 yards on the punt there. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still they've got the lead here and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
That run right there was an offensive line coach's dream, wasn't it? Guys picked up all of their assignments, created a nice gap for the running back to get through, pick up 7 yards. Yeah, he's probably chortling on the headset right now saying, we got it going, boys. Let's keep it going.
And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
Well, you know they had a 3rd down play on standby just in case, but he says no need with that carry. Runs like that will continually earn him more work in this and future contests.
They'll fake it. Now Smith. And that went to the right side and incomplete. Smith, an incomplete pass on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Geno now to throw. Man open downfield. It's Metcalf. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. That one good for 26 and a 1st down. Now we've got whistles and movement up front. I think this is against Seattle. Now they nab the rookie there for the 5-yard penalty.
So much going through his head. You know it just has to be, right? All of his assignments and realizing every game he plays, one of the better players in the league will be opposite him.
Now they're setting up the wide receiver screen here on the right side. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Smith. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. Third down. I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but maybe circle this play, because if they get the stop and hold them to a field goal here, that's a pretty good job. They're already down on the scoreboard.
A stop now would be vital for them because it could save them from having to do it multiple times later in the game in order to either get back into it or maybe have a chance to win.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well. Now they're staring at a fourth down as Arizona's defense does its job.
Smart move to throw that one away. You're in field goal range, so you definitely don't want to be loose with the ball. And that's great work by this defense to force a fourth down.
Myers' kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
So after the made field goal, 10-0 here early as the kick's away. This fielded right at the goal line. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. The Cardinal offense now making their way back out onto the field. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it's second down.
Let's go.
Murray a give. This is Connor. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8. Ten 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Back in Arizona, second quarter action. It's the Cardinals in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. To throw, it's Murray. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
They red zone coverage there and thought there was some space to send their guy right into the middle on a slant, hoping he would get lost. Instead, they read it quite well and closed quickly.
Now a 2nd and 10. Now Murray. That pass complete to Moore. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. To throw is Murray. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
This offense is starting to get into rhythm. A nice quick throw there on target.
able to pick up another first down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Again, they'll throw with Murray. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
As tight ends go, he might not provide the super flashy plays very often, but he's pretty reliable, usually an excellent target, and normally catches what's thrown to him, but he didn't on that play.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Murray now. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Draymond Jones just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
You doing okay over there, partner? Because that's yet another sack in this game that you just had to call. We're not even at halftime yet. No wonder this team has the lead. What an effort by the defense right from the word go. The halftime, they're going to have to be big, or this could really get ugly in the second half.
Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Darrell Taylor able to get in there yet again. That's already 3 sacks for him here in this first half of football.
Well, that was an interesting little chess match there because the offense went empty set. No running backs in the backfield, so they're trying to get people out into a route pretty quickly. But guess what? The defense sees that. They go ahead and move themselves into a blitzing situation and come right after the quarterback. They had more guys there than they could block.
The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Second and 9 now from the 21. Smith now to throw. That's caught over the middle by Fant. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. From the gun, it's Walker. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6. Throwing now is Geno. Finding space at the 40. And finally down at the 41-yard line. Third catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
They'll run on first down with Dallas. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on second.
Now 2nd and 5. On the counter, it's Walker. Sheds off the tackle. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Good, strong, explosive run that started inside, which means you've got to control those defensive linemen, the defensive tackles, the nose guards. Those guys have to be controlled. How about the offensive line, the job they just did?
Yeah, key that A-gap usually on those runs, right?
That's where it all starts because everyone wants to kind of control that area. It disrupts things from the defensive side and the offensive side. As we just saw, it opens up possibilities.
Play action. It's Smith. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete. Tyler Lockett was the target there, but it's going to be second down. Trying the left side with Walker. And he's going to be stopped up just short of the first down at the Cardinals' 25. 51 yards rushing for him now in the ballgame.
The defense has been on the field a long time now, and after a run like that, they've got to feel like they're almost on roller skates and getting pushed backwards on just about every snap.
And this offense on third down today, just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Off of play action, here's Smith. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
From the red zone now, Smith. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield of man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
Smith, an incomplete pass on first down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Now to the ground. Here's Walker. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4. Third down and 6. Smith. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
Well, it wasn't a big strike, but that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah, it's not more than a half a foot.
You know what I would do here?
You would always go for it.
I'm one of those guys.
They'll run for it. It's Walker. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line.
Are you serious? Can't we score?
And that flag accepted. Myers' kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
Myers now converted on the field goal try. Now he's on to kick it away. And a touchback as Dortch elects not to return it. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. They find themselves down 13-0 here as they try to get things started offensively. 1st and 10. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Able to get this one to McBride. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
How about the timing on that one? Boy, they were in sync, weren't they? 3-step drop, balls out of his hands, right to the tight end. Nice completion, just like they do it in practice.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. From the gun, a give to Connor. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to see.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
Now, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far offensively, or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. A 47-yard punt, maybe a couple on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Now Smith and the Seahawks going to come up 1st and 10 at their own 21. A run by Dallas to start the drive. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Good push up front and that run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lower than the defensive front, and they were able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for their running back to roam.
Now a draw play. It's Walker. And this will be a Seahawks first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line. Seemed like they picked an excellent time there, Charles, to go with the draw play.
They certainly did. Caught him a little over-eager trying to get into the backfield and get to the quarterback. They used their speed and their aggressiveness against them, didn't they?
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Smith. And Walker has it. Well, first down screen pass, good for 5.
The key to any screen play is all in the deception, and that means everyone on the offensive side of the ball. But someone gave it up because that one wasn't very well concealed. And the defense able to rally to him and hold him for just a short gain.
2nd and 5. From the 50, it's Smith. Left side complete to Lockett. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. Two yards still to go. Third down now. Now a play fake, and it's Smith. He's got his target. That's complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 28. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on third. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Throwing again is Smith. Setting up the screen here. This is Walker. Powering his way forward. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
And when you're throwing the ball downfield really well like they have been on this drive, it's really a nice time to work one of the screen plays in. One of my favorite play callers in the game has always told me he starts every game with 10 to 12 screens because if he starts feeling the pressure from the defense, he uses their aggressiveness.
And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Kenneth Walker taking it in from a yard out as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead.
The touchdown was scored by the runner, but the offensive line, they feel like it's theirs. They blocked that one up perfectly, allowed him easy access to the end zone.
The extra point now coming from Myers. And that one pushes the lead up to an even 20. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it was Kenneth Walker finishing things off with a touchdown run. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And a touchback as Dortch elects not to return it. The Cardinal offense here ready to take over. They're in a bit of a bind, a pretty big bind, down 20-0 as they start here on 1st and 10. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Back to the air on 2nd down, it's Murray. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain.
And there's the beauty of Kyler Murray, because we all know he can get it done through the air. Terrific right arm, and nowadays we don't even talk about his height anymore. He's shown that he can see downfield and make throws, but he also possesses wide receiver speed. He can call his own number or scramble and turn it into a big play as well. Kyler Murray, a dual threat at the quarterback position. Not many boos just yet from this home crowd, but they may be starting soon as I'm starting to detect an uneasy murmur through this crowd. This offense, they've been lifeless in this first half. And now here's another punting situation and a 4th down.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. Kenneth Walker headed back out there. He's toppled the century mark already receiving the football, closing in on that on the ground, too. They've really had trouble handling him.
I think from what we've seen in this game, his success through the air has started to open things up for him on the ground, because now he's loosened up the defense, right? They've got to play just about every snap as if another receiver can get downfield on them, and he's been that receiver. Now they bring him back to the backfield. I think his yardage running the ball will increase as this one goes on.
Well, they might need to devote some extra attention to him, something just to stop the momentum he has.
Let's go, man.
Options galore here, 2nd and a few inches. Here's Smith. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Marco Wilson. And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown. So what a play there in the final minute of this first half. They get the interception. More importantly, their first points of the ball game.
Yeah, and that one play certainly changes the outlook, doesn't it? I mean, they're looking at going into the locker room, no points on the board, not playing well defensively, deflated, and now things may have changed for them.
Now Matt Prater for the point after. That is good, and that'll make it 20-7. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Seahawks going to take over now late in this first half. And with a little under a minute to go, still time to try to put a drive together to add to their lead should they so choose. Fresh off the pick 6, it's Smith. He completes this to Walker. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Now Geno. He's got his big tight end, Fant. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Geno now to throw. That's going to be complete on the sideline, but, that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught.
Can you do any more work or make it more dramatic for not much gain than what we just saw there? Did you see how his toes got down? Tip-tap, got him down. But what did he get out of it?
He sold the sizzle. He just had no steak.
I mean, was it 1 yard?
Yeah, plays like that, you at least expect a first down. They're just 1 yard. Now the Seahawks forced to use their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Now Geno on 1st down. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
And that's a lesson learned from the previous drive. Last time he forced one, and it turned into a pick six. Here, he knows better, and he just throws that one away.
Smith, an incomplete pass on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Completes it to Fant on the right side. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. His kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So he remains perfect, 3 for 3 in the field goal department.
And it's so important for any offense to have an ace like him up their sleeve, isn't it? Because now you know what his range is, and as soon as your offense gets there, you're pretty much counting on 3 points going up on the board.
So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, back to you guys in just a moment, but welcome everyone to our Creative Village studios in the EA Sports Halftime Report. It was a strong first half for the former Spartan, Kenneth Walker. He had a touchdown run that helped get his guys this halftime lead.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. And the half will begin with a touchback. The Seahawk offense set to go to begin this third quarter. But Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they've got the lead. Now a chance to expand upon that lead here with their first drive in the third quarter.
Yeah, believe it or not, you and I have noticed that this great game of football has shifted towards pass first, run second. So for me, it's really nice to see some of these teams keeping the ground game as a big component of their offense, and it's working pretty well for them now. And let's face it, they can continue to do damage with it. And in addition, it sets up the pass game really well for them too.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Sticking with Walker on second down. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Here's 3rd and 3. To throw is Smith. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. On the return, Dortch. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
Offensive line really didn't give him any room to maneuver on that play.
Things closed pretty quickly, didn't they? And how about the wrap-up at the end of that tackle? Left no doubt there would be no additional yardage to be found.
Now Murray. Escaping the pressure right. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
The defense did its job of taking away a quick throw, but that's only half the battle because they've got to get to him before he can make a run for it. A little bit late containing him there, so he makes a nice gain out of a play that looked like it was in trouble.
3rd and 2, and here's Murray. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Well, we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Here comes the Cardinals punter now as he's on to kick it away. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Back out now comes Kenneth Walker and the Seattle offense. He's had a good performance, moved the ball effectively on the ground. Of course, he has the 1 touchdown.
And when you're able to move it as effectively as you've described, that leads to finding a way into the end zone, and now he's just trying to do it for a second time. And, of course, with that comes additional yardage.
Yeah, looking for additional yardage, and again, that second score here in the 3rd quarter. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Out of the gun, Walker with it. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. 108 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries. He's turning in a pretty impressive performance running the football, and a big reason why they have this nice lead.
And in days gone by, we would clip this out and put it up on the refrigerator, wouldn't we? Clip out the box score. Nowadays, not too many newspapers out there. Maybe you screenshot it online.
To the right side and complete to Metcalf. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
Partner, he sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you said, listen, if you're going to sell the go, just go, and let's see who's faster.
On 1st down, Smith. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
Normally, he's pretty reliable. Usually catches what's thrown to him. On that play, he simply dropped it.
Smith, an incomplete pass on first down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Straight ahead, Walker. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. First down, Seattle on a pickup of 13. It's been an excellent day for him running the football, no doubt, as he continues to soar well past 100 yards.
Yeah, it almost feels like he can just grab his briefcase and head home after putting in a full day's work at the office, doesn't it?
On 1st and 10, Smith. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. Who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
The window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
2nd and 10, Smith again. He finds his man, complete. That's Walker. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks.
Well, partner, they've used him quite well out of the backfield in this one. And here's another nice example. They set up the screen, and he's able to pick his way downfield for a nice gain there.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's Smith. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
So many things have to go right for any passing play to work out. Quarterback has to understand the defense, deliver an accurate ball. Receiver has to concentrate and bring it in. Somewhere along the assembly line, something was off with that one.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
But really, that was no surprise there. They've been running it well all game. And I know goals change all the time, but any team will take that type of run each and every time.
Here is 3rd and 5. Now Smith. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
That was a nice job defensively of disguising their coverage and making it difficult for the quarterback to lock in on a receiver, and it results in an incomplete pass.
So on 4th down, here's Jason Myers for the Seahawk field goal. From the left hash, it's a 42-yard attempt. Myers' kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So making 4 out of 4 now in the field goal department, and he's able to extend their lead.
When drives have bogged down, he's been automatic out there. So nice to have a kicker you can count on to put points on the board.
Myers now converted on the field goal try. Now he's on to kick it away. And a touchback as Dortch elects not to return it. The Cardinals offense ready to set up shop. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Throwing now is Murray. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
On 1st and 10 is Counter. It's a pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. 45 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. Murray now on 1st down. A quick throw there is incomplete. Rondale Moore, the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down. They run behind center with Cotter. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. It'll be an Arizona 1st down on a gain of 17. I don't know what this says about me, but I love successful runs up the middle when the blocking is so well executed like that.
And it doesn't matter whether it's zone blocking, whether it's a power scheme. When you have a blocker on a defender and then the running back can read it, find the proper hole, and just go, it's sometimes a thing of beauty.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Out on the edge, you love to have cornerbacks like that can bring him down in the run game.
And you're also exposed to everyone. It really becomes a one-on-one play, doesn't it? You're out there by yourself on the edge. The best ones know how to make the play, and we just saw an example of it right there.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Trey McBride, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. Murray now. And that will be incomplete.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on 3rd down.
Fourth down, Murray off, and the Cards field goal unit and Matt Prater out there now. This from 44 yards out, left hash. Prater's kick is good, and that'll get the deficit back to 16. So that maybe not exactly what they were hoping for, but it does get them back within a couple of scores.
And at this point in the 3rd quarter, you don't have much margin for error, and that means you can't have drives that end with nothing. Whether it's a punt, a turnover on downs, those have to go away. You have to end with a kick, either a field goal or an extra point after a touchdown.
Prater now will send it away following the made field goal. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. And Smith, and this throw finds Smith and Jigba. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
8th catch for him now. He's been a big factor, and it's a 1st down. Up the middle, here's Walker. They find some open field here. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 146 yards for him on the ground now on 18 carries.
I love football lingo and the evolution of it all. Nickel defense makes sense, right? Five defensive backs. But then you go to 6. What are you going to call that? And they call it a
Double
dime.
it.
A dime, which is just very simple for them. The math doesn't add up. But I know one thing. Offenses love to run against that.
There he goes, left side. And so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. That one's good for 35 yards on the ground and a first down. Think he's got some unfinished business after taking that all the way down to the 1?
There's no doubt in his mind that he has unfinished business. How upset would he be, even though he won't show it, if the play call comes in, quarterback keeper, bootleg.
And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Ken Walker with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Seahawks are able to extend their lead. So another touchdown there, and even though we're still just here in the third quarter, kind of hard now to see them giving up this lead.
And this is just an offense that's imposing its will right now. You name it, they're able to do it. If you're the play caller, whatever you want to select is there. You want to run it, you want to throw it, pick a play, any play. They're rocking and rolling right now.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And a touchback as Dortch elects not to return it. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Murray now to throw. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
He certainly isn't looking at the scoreboard out there because, to me, all he's concerned about is analyzing the field and making most of the time left in this game. Deficit's still there, but he's starting to hit them with some big plays.
This is Connor running right. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
Good, strong run against the 3-4 set. And that 3-4, you've got to have your guys up front eat up a lot of blocks. The guy playing over the center, the nose, he usually has to take on double teams. But when you're able to successfully move him, you're often able to get some yardage. And that's when linebackers have to clean up and make tackles.
And now Murray's going to set up the throw. Complete on the quick throw to Moore. Quick slant there, gets him the first down, 6 yards on the play.
Some think that teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
Murray now on first down. That's complete to Michael Wilson. Touchdown, Cardinals! Michael Wilson, 48 yards. And the Cardinals get a bit closer. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
The Cardinals offense staying put. Obviously, watch out for Kyler's legs. They'll go for 2 here. Connor going to try and run it. And he's going to get into the end zone for 2. And they're back within 2 scores. Down 15 now. Well, it's still an uphill battle from here, that's for sure. But that makes it a 2-score game.
And now we see why teams practice so much on the 2-point conversion, why you have more than one play ready. Because you may need multiples to throw out a ball game. There's a great example right there.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. Kenneth Walker headed back out there. So he'll be looking to get in the end zone again. Had the touchdown, as you see, last drive on 4 carries. And during the break, we were looking at some of the replays from the previous drive. Really good holes created, great space.
Yeah, I like the observation you had, though, during that break about, okay, they've got to do something to slow down their runners. So is it bringing in more defensive linemen? Is it dropping in extra linebackers? What are you going to do? Personally, I'm going to take my safety and drop him into the box. I'm going to have at least 7 in there until he shows that he can beat me through the air. Yeah. I've got to slow down the running game.
I was just going to say, you'll take the exposure in the passing game over the top until you can prove that you can stop the running game.
Sometimes you go cold because you haven't thrown it in a while. Let's see if he can heat up again.
Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed.
They got a completion there. That's clearly an example of one side happy, the other side not very happy. Defense, very, hey, take 1 or 2 yards. We're good with that. Offense, you got to expect to get more on the passing play.
On first down, it's Smith. Going right back to Fant. The result, only 4 yards there on the play, and it'll be second down. So both offenses come to life here in this third quarter as this is shaping up for a good finish. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now a 2nd and 6. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. It's the Seahawks with the possession. They also have the lead here as we get set for the 4th and final quarter. And he'll pick up about 3 there, up to the 43. The offense on third down, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. Here it's 3rd and 3. Now it's Smith off the bootleg. He's got his target. That's complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 39. 18 yards, a big pickup there on third down. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Throwing now is Geno. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Now Geno. And that is incomplete.
That was well defended. They clamped down on every available receiver. Just got to give the win to the defense on that snap.
Now here's Jason Myers. He gets set for the Seahawk field goal. This to make it a 3-score game late. Myers' kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So that almost certainly the final piece to this puzzle, a 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
But, you know, normally I'd get on you for giving up on the game right here, but I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3, I'm with you. That seems out of the question.
Myers now converted on the field goal try. Now he's on to kick it away. Now Greg Dortch going to bring it out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. So out now come the Cardinals. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Here's Murray. Screen pass to Connor. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. So now a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. To throw is Murray. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete. Another pass attempt, another incompletion, and they're just a little over 100 yards passing here in this game, so defensively, pretty good job.
Definitely, because they were never really able to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, so a lot of credit to the defensive game plan and especially the execution.
Murray again, 2nd and 10. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Draymond Jones picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Well, that play was certainly a little bit different because on the previous play, he was sacked. This time, protection a lot better, had time to survey the field, and still couldn't find an open receiver.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Cardinals unable to convert there on 4th down. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. Well, they've clearly made a conscious decision here to be more aggressive in the late stages of this game here in the second half.
And I get it. In this situation, you know, if you want to be aggressive out near midfield, you feel good about your defense maybe, or just, hey, I thought I had a proper play call. But how about the guys that just stop?
Walker hit and the ball is out. A call it luck or skill, whatever the case is, they're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you maintain possession, that's all you're looking for.
On 2nd down, it's Walker. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
Sometimes I get almost mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, those eyes that carry their feet to open spaces, make people miss. I just love watching those guys go to work. Now
Gino on 1st down. Over the middle, finding Smith and Jigba. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it's second down. Now a run with Walker. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
Well, that's all about doing the dirty work right there defensively. Second and short yardage, that's all about plugging those gaps, not giving a running back a crease to run through, and has a nice job to hold him just a couple and force a 3rd down.
They'll try for the first with Walker. And they needed 2. They could only get 1. 4th down.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They'll try and run for it. And I don't think he got there. He did not. They stop him a yard shy. He needed 2. He only got 1. And the Cardinal defense is going to get the football back. Well, they knew who to turn to on 4th down. Their horse. They needed the short yardage. He just couldn't get it.
And that's a surprise because normally that's bread and butter for them, right? Hand it to the big guy, let him go, pick up the first down. Didn't get it there. All credit to the defense. Usually, even if they know he's coming, he can't be stopped, and they got it done on that play.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And this one drops incomplete, but I think the defense jumped. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
So this helps to start a drive. After the penalty, it'll be 1st and 5. To throw, it's Murray. And this is caught. It's Brown. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run.
To get back in this ball game, big plays are going to be necessary. And here's one right on cue. Coming up with 3 scores here in the 4th is not going to be an easy task. But that's good work there to bite off a chunk of yards.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Murray going to throw. And his throw is incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Here's Murray. He's got Brown on the out route complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. The Cardinal passing game dialed in now. 1st down. A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss.
Touchdown, Cardinals! Trey McBride from 21 yards away. And the Cardinals have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you'd kept them out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
Extra point good by Prater, and that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Tyler Lockett trotting onto the field, getting set for this next drive. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it?
Right.
Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation when they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well. Well, there's times when you see these catches that are made, and we just know the guys playing it are really wishing for college rules. Only need that one foot down instead of two. It's awfully difficult on the sideline, isn't it?
Smith, an incomplete pass on first down. Now it's 2nd and 10. They'll give it up to the big man, Walker. And not much room to speak of. He'll get about 3 up to the 41.
Let's go, man.
The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on 3rd down. From the gun, here's Smith. That is caught. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
Oh, so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough. Now
they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
Walker now on 1st and 10. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Left side here taken in by Metcalf. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 32-yard line. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs. Well, a clear running situation. Try to take time off the clock. You ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they'd shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit them over the top.
And he's got it down to the 28.
But if you're going to have a relay race, you're probably going to pick your backs and receivers to run it, but don't underestimate the conditioning of the offensive line. They're out there just dictating things, staying on the field, and keeping a long drive going.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Geno now to throw. They'll lock it with a grab over the middle. And Lockett going to pick up a Seahawks first down as he'll get this down inside the 20. What a methodical drive this is turning out to be. That time 9 yards, and the sticks move again. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. From the red zone now, Smith. And complete to Smith and Jigba. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4. Second down and 6 now. On the give, it's Walker. And he'll be taken down after a short gain as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got a third down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead, you've got to protect it, and he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, fourth quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
Myers' kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
Myers now converted on the field goal try. Now he's on to kick it away. Taken at the goal line. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Kyler Murray now in the Cardinal offense. Down by 2 touchdowns. A minute 51 on the clock. Field goals, useless at this point. They need 2 touchdowns, and they need them in short order. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Well, this defense has been physical all game long, and it certainly looks like they're not going to back off and make things any easier. They want to keep making life miserable for the receivers all the way to the end.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Now Murray. He's going to let it fly. He's got him in. Complete. And he will finally be shoved out of bounds down at the 30-yard line.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
Throwing on first down is Murray. He short arms that one just a bit. It's low and incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
Meanwhile, Murray's throw here will be caught by Wilson. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. Now 1st and goal. Again, they'll throw with Murray.
And now defensively in the 2-minute drill, the big key to me, make sure you understand your assignments, and anytime you get a chance to tackle someone in bounds, get them on the ground.
A line of scrimmage, once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And now the focus is really clear. They need to get that first down and either get out of bounds or maybe use one of those timeouts.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. Murray now to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Passing lanes, tough to come by with so many defensive backs on the field here late in the game. And it's not just the number of bodies, it's their quickness and their agility that makes it tough to complete a pass.
Here's a big one. It's 4th and goal. Now Murray's got to have this one. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The fourth down pass from the 5 falls incomplete, and the Seahawks able to come up with a goal line stand. Well, they had to take one final shot at the end zone, but now things are looking really bleak.
And I agree with that totally. You had to take the shot if they did score. You know, whether you call it a miracle or not, you line up, onside kick, get the ball back, throw one more in the end zone, who knows? Had to take the chance, it just was unsuccessful.
The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining. Here is 3rd down and 4. Again, it's Walker. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down, and that should just about do it. The Seahawks in victory formation as they go ahead and take the knee. Down to a knee, here goes Smith, and that should all but do it.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right? Just us against the world and get it done. How happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something. And they did in this one. Another one in the books for his partner. Always great to be by your side. And look, both offenses, both defenses had some moments in this one, but I think you would agree these coaching staffs are also going to have some stuff to clean up on film.
Absolutely, partner. And let's face it, any game we get to watch from up here, it's going to be a blast. Do we want to get a real job? Absolutely not. Let's keep watching the NFL all season long.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say so long and sign off from the desert.